Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Home of Politics and happy Mashujaa's Day to all of you. Today, being the Mashujaa Day, we are very sad for those who were injured during the Mashujaa ceremony in Kericho Stadium in Kericho County, and quick recovery to those who are injured, and for those who felt pain in that event, quick recovery to you, and my sincere condolences to the family that have lost their beloved ones and friends. Please, we are very sorry for that. Ladies and gentlemen, the truth be told that Kenyans are living in a lot of worries. They worry too much because of several factors, and these worries are some of the reasons behind these people losing their life today during the Mashujaa Day. It is because of a very small reason that has brought all these things. It is very clear that if these people could be living in a conducive environment, then they could take what happened as a normal thing and people could not run, causing these injuries and loss of lives. And so my big question is, why should the Kericho residents become so worried during the time when the Mashujaa ceremony is here with us? They are very sure there is a guaranteed security reinforcement around Kericho and within that stadium, because the national ceremony that were to be celebrated, the government has supplied enough security personnel in that region. Why should these people become so much worried? They know that the policemen around them, they cannot harm them, and they have been sent there to restore security and order. Why should these people run away and become so insecure? And again, if you can compare Kericho County to other regions, Kericho County is somehow safer compared to counties that are having insecurity cases regularly. Areas like Lamu and North Kenya, areas like Garissa, these are places that is frequently experiencing fights and security threats from Al-Shabaab and other problems like natural disasters. Why should the Kericho become so worried like that? And it is somehow safe compared to other endangered areas. And again, why should these residents become so scared so much? Yet you came from your house knowing very well that you are going to the stadium because of the ceremonies. You are familiar that you are meeting the police and the security men around that place. Why should these people become so much worried? This tells us how Kenyans are living in despair, in a lot of worries, not knowing what might come into their side. They are not guaranteed safety. And this is very shameful to our government, because as much as we have a lot of policemen, it seems that these policemen are becoming a threat to the national or to the public. And it is not like the police or the people who are providing security are there to be to have a good relationship with the public. It is the other way around, like the citizens are afraid so much of the policemen to an extent that they are again feeling insecure around these policemen. And so if you can dig deep into the reason as to why people today were injured and some of them lost their lives in Kericho, it is such a simple reason that there is a woman who was selling tea and accidentally spilled tea into the fire. Then the explosion of smoke and ashes, it confused the public with the tear gas. So the public became so much worried to an extent that they felt these police officers and the policemen who had come to restore order and provide security have again turned their back against them, throwing tear gas to these innocent people. You can just imagine such a scenario which it could be avoided, and even it could not be understood literally to that extent of causing loss of lives. And so people mistaking smoke to tear gas and other things that are around us, it shows us how people are living in worries. People are not guaranteed of their safety, and we really regret of what has happened today. it is not something that it can be taken for granted. But I think these security men that are with us should at least improve. They should not be so scared to the public. You can imagine how people are prepared going somewhere to have a ceremony, then all of a sudden people are injured. And in fact, the 13 injured, it is not only the civilians. We also have the police officers who were injured because of this event. We also have the NYS men who were injured. And so everybody and people have gone through losses and painful because of their fears and worries that has been witnessed today very early in the morning. And so it tells us that apart from insecurity issues that people are having them, Kenyans in person or in specific are suffering a lot of emotional and mental problems because of the situations that are being experienced in Kenya. Issues like high taxation, high standard of living, you cannot even afford things like school fees, food, and other things. Environment itself is not secured for you to an extent that if you see a policeman or a security man, you feel he or she is becoming a threat to you again instead of providing security that is required to the civilians. And so it means that Kenyans are really suffering, and it cannot be related that that lady who accidentally poured tea into the fireplace was the main reason. It shows that people are just worried. They are not guaranteed about their safety. And it shows that even if you have these leaders around you or these security personnel around you, anything can happen. And so that is what we have just learned today. And for this reason, it is very, very important for the national for our nation and our leaders at least to educate the people the importance of policemen and the security personnel around us, because if they are there not to harm us or to provide security for the citizens, then they should also have that good relationship with the citizens. Because if someone hears about a police officer, then somebody starts shaking, because the first thing we know about these policemen or police officers, they don't have good relationship with the public. This is because of their arrogant nature. They like harassing the civilians even if you are found on a wrong side or you are just okay. Like, they are arrogant, they harass the citizens. At the same time, even if you are around a policeman, just know that you got a problem even if you are safe. And so it is a high time that we should be guaranteed of our security. These men in uniform are causing a lot of problem, because even if you don't have any mistake, if you are even found close to a policeman or a police officer, things are not going to be good. They will find a small mistake within you, and this will cause a lot of your insecurity within yourself and around the people who are within that environment. And so the problem that we have just experienced today, it is because of a lot of worrying and insecurity that we are facing as Kenyans. And so it is a high time for this leadership at least to look into this matter. As much as they are distributing police or these security men everywhere, it is causing a threat, because the relationship between the policemen and the security men and the public, it is not that good relationship, because the same people who are there to provide security are the same people posing threats to the citizen. My good people, if you agree with this analysis, send me your ideas in the comment section about your perception of these security men who are around us, causing people to have a lot of worries in their lives. Thank you so much to listening to this analysis. Continue channeling your ideas and share my videos many times as possible. Thank you. Have a good day.